the song of the time capsule. La 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 la. Hey! Hide it, find it, open it. It's hiding in the ground. The ground. In 100 years, it will be found. Check the name and date. Make sure it wasn't there by mistake. Oops. Each and every person who has opened it is now cursed. Break the spell. Make it out before your toast.
Before your toast.
They all will love you the most. Hide it, find it, open it. Walking on the grass, make it a path. Turn to stone, walk alone. Make it break up in space. You're holding up the line, but you're almost out of time. Don't cry, don't whine, don't laugh, don't mind. Before your toast, make the most of your time before you don't have a dime. Hide it, find it, open it. It's hiding in the ground, the ground. This is the song of the time capsule. La 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 la.
Oh, COVID. Oh, COVID. Why did you come? It's been at least 200 days.
You took away our recess and our friends.
I want to run.
The schedule's all messed up.
I do not understand it.
I want to go back to school.
You took away our gym and library.
Oops, I have a library book I did not return. Now the book is destroyed by my brother because he bit off little pieces of my book. Gross. I want to go back to school. I want to go back to school.
Why does my sister have to barge right into my room while I am learning? Can you please go away? I'm trying to learn. This wouldn't happen at school.
Why does everyone have to be so loud when I am trying to listen to the teacher?
Can you mute yourself, please? Because it's a little loud at the Boys and Girls Club.
This wouldn't happen at school.
When you try to talk,
This wouldn't happen at school.
too many people are talking in the background.
This wouldn't happen at school.
This wouldn't happen at school.
This wouldn't happen.
Sorry, I'm back. I had to help my sister out.
I want to go back to school. I want to go back to school.
The most frustrating thing is this lag on our computers.
Freeze.
Oh no, I just left the meeting.
Oh darn, I just opened a website and I got kicked out.
This mouse pad sucks and I can't write on my Jamboard.
This lag happened during my Kahoot.
I just want to go back to school. I want to see real faces, not these profile pictures.
Turn your camera on.
With your water background, you've lost your head. I want to see real faces. I can't see what you're presenting.
Oops, I'm not presenting.
You have done this like 10,000 times, Mrs. N. Mrs. N, your mic is not on.
I want to go back to school.
I want to go back to school.
I want to go back to school.
I want to go back. I want to do school normally, forever and forever, and do it the way we used to.
I want to go back to school.
COVID, oh COVID.
I want to go back to school.
COVID, COVID, go away.
I want to go back to school.
I want to go back to school. I want to go back.
I have to go and charge my computer.
I want to go back to school. The year 2020 has been traumatizing, from the pandemic, Black Lives Matter protests, the killer hornets, the election, and online school. Firstly, coronavirus has been the worst so far. Do you really want to be stuck with this dumb virus that's killing millions of people? Yeah, I didn't think so. Coronavirus has killed around millions of people. We have to wear a mask, sanitize, and wash our hands for 20 seconds after we touch something. COVID is also getting worse due to people not wearing masks. I feel sad when people think it's okay to say, "I can't breathe in this mask." You can't wear a mask for 5 to 10 minutes? Even if it's longer than 5 to 10 minutes, you can easily walk into another room and take a breathing break.
Another thing I want to spread is Black Lives Matter. I don't think people should be bullied or threatened because of their skin color. All lives do matter, but not all lives are in danger right now. People like George Floyd, Brandon Bernard, Breonna Taylor, and many others have been killed because of their skin color, because they're criminals or bad people. Many people have called me bad stuff because of my skin or because I'm black, which is not okay. I think we shouldn't need to base how someone acts because of their skin or appearance.
Another thing is the killer hornets from 2 to 3 months ago that could have harmed someone by venom in a wasp. Lots of people were killed by these wasps or severely hurt by them. I'm really happy they've disappeared now because so many people had to be treated or go to the doctor because of them.
Lastly, online school can be stressful sometimes, especially with all these projects and more. Having to finish 2 to 4 assignments in the same day can be hard, even though it doesn't seem like it. It's even harder for visual learners who can't see a teacher explaining on a chalkboard. I also feel bad for the teachers, having to grade and assign kids assignments, especially if they turn it in late. Teachers sometimes have to stay up till midnight doing report cards. Not spending time with their husband, wife, or kids might leave them feeling devastated just because they're not having as much family time as they did before. I'm starting to miss school more. I miss seeing my teachers and hanging out with classmates and more. Also, another thing is we might have to stay home for the rest of the year. I think we should go back to school next year, or on May 25th, but not until COVID is gone. I don't want to go back to school.
What online school be like? Not going to school on your bike. Gonna be online, but at the same time. Just like normal, but different times. One class each has a different time. But after school, we're doing a rhyme. Same thing as homework, but not too much homework. Do it and have fun. Just don't give, and you will pass online school. Plus, try to be cool.
Dear Sarah, I am writing this letter to you because I want to thank you for your hard work. 2020 has been a very hard year so far for all of us because of this pandemic. I'm sure it's been very hard for you too. You spend a lot of time saving people's lives and stepping into the danger zone. Saving lives is very important. How do you feel when you're riding in an ambulance? What do you usually do when you're not at your job? I want to thank you for your helpful work. I think people don't give medics as much credit as they should be getting. More people would be suffering if you weren't there to help. It takes a lot of practice to become a medic. And I'm proud that you are doing this right now. I don't know what I want to be when I grow up, but I'm thinking about being someone that helps people like you do. When I hear a siren, I always think about doctors, especially when someone I know gets hurt. I hope you are well and stay safe. Sincerely, Rowan C., 5th grade.
To all essential workers,
Where do I begin? A thank you doesn't seem enough for the things you've done.
quietly behind the scenes,
You work for hours and hours.
you kept our country going.
Through virus,
Civil unrest.
And fires.
From the garbage man to the president, all work from dawn to dusk.
The crucial jobs they continue to do help you and me survive.
For doctors, nurses, healthcare workers, what unbelievable stress.
fearing, seeing death.
Give your best.
Give your best. Teachers and school workers, what an overwhelming change.
No in-person learning.
No in-person
Just students on a computer screen.
Postal and delivery workers, what an important role you play.
Moving supplies and keeping in touch.
Renters,
Keep us hopeful
agricultural
and comfortable
workers.
each day.
Those times are hard and money is scarce. None of us will be starving.
none of us will be starving. None of us will be starving.
Police and firefighters are two groups that put their lives at risk every day.
Dealing with violence
And civil unrest?
and store clerks are important, and we also
Keeping
bravely
doors of
serve
businesses
but there's
open
Through masked plexiglass.
To all essential workers, a thank you doesn't seem enough.
For all the things you've done.
Dear doctors and nurses, your job is very important to us. You take time out of your day to save our life. You go to school to learn how to do that special job. I know, as a human that I am scared to go to a hospital for these reasons: needles, bad news, and procedures. I know you do not intend to do that. It's just your job. 2020 has probably been the most stressful year because of COVID-19. You all are risking your lives for hours. This virus has shut down schools, jobs, and many of that area. You heal our broken parts. If I was talking to them, I would say, thank you. Thanks for not giving up. Stay strong. Sincerely, Anonymous.
What is COVID-19? In 2020, there is COVID-19. It makes me feel sad because I can't see my friends in person. Now I have to learn on a computer. My mom and dad have to work at home too. I do not like COVID-19. I have to wear a mask when I visit my Aunt Angela. I had to stay 6 feet apart just to eat a cookie with my mask off. She asked if I wanted water, and again, I had to stay 6 feet apart to get some water and take my mask. I get to visit her, but I have to stay 6 feet apart.
In 2020, we need to wear our masks. When we are with people, we have to stay 6 feet away. I go to daycare and I need to wash my hands because of the coronavirus. I have to wash my hands when I eat. I have to wash my hands when I eat a snack. I have to wash my hands when I touch somebody. I have to wash my hands to stay safe. I have to wash my hands a lot.
Joe Biden had won the elections, but he didn't get the spot because Donald Trump still held the White House until the following year. Then Biden is president. I really did wish that Donald Trump could have done better and be better than all the other presidents. And that is what I wish he would have done. I really want Donald Trump to put down the border and realize that the border will not do anything to help in our world. Because that would just be separating Mexican familias from each other's familias and from seeing each other. And, well, people would not agree with what Donald Trump is doing because of what he is doing with the border, which is very, very wrong.
This year has been a roller coaster. And it feels like I'm not getting older. But I know that it'll get much better. But right now, we're stuck in the same spot. Like a broken record. Oh, oh, like a broken record. Oh, like a broken record. Whoa, 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 like a broken record. Like a broken record. Whoa, 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 like a broken record. Oh, like a broken record. Oh, oh, like a broken record. After all these years, I'll look back. After all these years, I will see. After all these years, I will know how it feels to be a broken record. Like a broken record. Oh, oh,
One day, I was digging for hidden treasure when, bang! My shovel hit something. I looked down and saw what looked to a smooth metal container. I opened it up and saw a photo of two people, about 6 or 7 feet apart, wearing weird colored pieces of cloth strapped to their faces with elastic looped to their ears. Then I saw another photo. It was of something I had never seen, but have learned about. It was a computer! At least I think that's how you say it. It is much different than our Mega Projector 5000. I put in my backpack, stoked I found a time capsule, turned on my jetpack, and flew away.
In 2020, it was a crazy year. I heard that the coronavirus was here. At first, it wasn't bad. Hope was all we could have. But in March, it got worse. I felt like I was going to burst because we couldn't go on our Jamaica trip. Instead, we had a lockdown and used our computers way more than we did. It was virtual school for all of the kids. It's all this and this in the legend of 2020 COVID. I feel mixed emotions during this time. I feel really happy because of the election, but because of COVID I can also sigh in the legend of 2020. We can get through this, guys, if we try. We can get through this, guys, if we try. Later on, the protest began, making our family hold hands. That Trump would get out of office and Joe Biden would be the new pres. They were yelling and fighting and talking over each other, definitely not showing right manners. It was a miracle when we found out that Joe got to be in the White House, and the first woman vice president was Kamala Harris. It's all this and this in the legend of 2020 election. I feel mixed emotions during this time. I feel really happy because of the election, but because of COVID I can also sigh in the legend of 2020. We can get through this, guys, if we try. We can get through this, guys, if we try.
And I want to have a school dance without having to wear masks. I want everyone to be equal, so African American will be heard too. I want our new president to help save everyone in poor neighborhoods. In the legend of 2020, in this time.
People have forgotten how elections work. It's a crisis. Well, luckily, we just got news that a girl is teaching people how elections work.
Okay, so in an election, two people say stuff so they can beat the other guy so they can be president. Then you vote for which person sounds better.
How do we vote?
Usually there is a place where people can vote, but since no one knows how to vote, you have to do it online, in the mail, or cast your vote here.
What do votes do?
Well, votes matter a lot. If only one person votes, then there's no challenge. The person with the most votes wins and gets to be president.
You keep telling us they get to be the president, but what do the presidents do?
They kind of keep the world in balance, I guess. And they can say, I want this law. But the Congress still has to say, oh, this law seems good. It passed. Or, this law seems bad. It shall be denied. They also have some big power, too.
Does the president have too much power?
I guess. Hey, you remembered the White House? Blah, blah, blah. Politics. Blah, blah, blah. The future.
Dear President Biden, after seeing you elected President of the United States, I have some suggestions about what you should do in your time in office. The year 2020 has been a year of crisis. The first problem that needs to be dealt with is the pandemic that has swept across the world and has impacted all countries, especially the US. On day one of your presidency, a national plan needs to go into effect so that we can keep our citizens from getting sick and dying from COVID-19. Things like social distancing, wearing masks, and limiting the number of people that can be gathered are necessary ways to keep people safe. We need a plan and money to pay for protective gear for our healthcare workers and distribute vaccines to all states and the rest of the world once they are considered safe. A second very important problem is our environment. Our world is getting warmer and we are close to an irreversible change. We need to do things like reduce fossil fuels, reduce cutting down trees, move toward clean electricity, move towards electric cars, use more solar power energy, reduce our amounts or trash, and recycle more. Another issue that needs to be worked on is the racism that still exists in our country. All citizens of all colors should have an equal chance to have good education, good jobs, and good housing. All of our social laws should treat everybody equally. And finally, I ask that you lead our country by helping Republicans and Democrats to get along with each other. Please be president for every person in America. Please be a kind and honest person who cares about each person, not just people who agree with you. Sincerely, Josiah.
It's exciting that Kamala Harris is going to be the next president because I really wanted a girl to be vice president in the United States. Once Joe Biden gets fired, Kamala Harris is going to be the next president.
One day before 2020, in like the 40s or later, there was a thing called slavery. Black people, African American and Caucasian didn't have their fair ways because African American didn't have fair rights and Caucasians had a fair rights. Couple of years later, in 2020, there was a police cop whose name was Derek Chauvin. He killed George Floyd and he had his leg on George Floyd. A couple of weeks later, we had riots, and we did it for George's death and for Breonna Taylor. November 3, we had the voting for Joe Biden and Trump. There were a lot of Biden supporters and Trump supporters, but Biden won, and people that supported Trump were mad and didn't like it. Now 2021, and now people is going overboard and going to the White House, and one day we hope we can all come together as one.
During the year of crisis, the months gave to me a famous celebrity's death, a year of pandemic, 2 months of quarantine with no toilet paper. One sad explosion, 1 month of elections, 1 month of giving, and a month of relief with a vaccine. During the start of a new year, the year gave to us one riot to the Capitol, new president with the COVID vaccine. And a good start to the new year. Sort of.
COVIDCHRISTMAS. The sleigh bells are ringing, but the carolers aren't singing.
This year, one very special piece by Ms. Fox's student, Ms. Alicia W. at Elm Creative Arts School really stood apart. It drew me in and made me want to read more. I thought to myself, this could be a novel. This should be a novel. I would like to read a little to you now. A Dream Stuck in a Time Capsule by Alicia Williams. It's been 15 years since I've been to this house. I wonder if everything's the same. Who am I kidding? My parents probably remodeled everything when I left, I said. I gazed upon my old house, or as I like to call it, the House of Forgotten Memories. I opened the door and it let out a loud creak. Wow, this house is so old that the door is creaking. I opened the door even wider and proceeded to walk in. Everything's different. I walk over to the kitchen and again, everything's different. I knew that everything was going to be different, but seeing that everything is different makes me sad. I scan the whole first floor and nothing looks the same. I start walking up the stairs to get upstairs and almost every single step creaks. I open my old bedroom door and tears immediately start flowing down my cheeks. It's the same. Thank you, I say, almost choking. It's just as I remember. The mushroom chair, the flower pots I never got to grow anything in, the sparkles, the fairy lights. I spin around the room, but stop at an oddly familiar parchment on the wall. What's this? I say quietly. I scan my eyes over the parchment. Find the hidden treasure, the parchment said in big, bold, scribbly letters. Along with the words had a map. What is this? I don't remember making this. Well, Miss Alicia, I can't wait to hear the finished book. Participating KidsWrites writing school teachers and students have the opportunity to read the rest of Alicia's piece, as well as a selected amount of honorable mention pieces that will comprise the companion ebook, KidsWrites Time Capsule. Alicia, your writing inspired us to share not only your voice, but the voices of many other students as well. Thank you. You are such a talented writer, and we are all waiting to hear the rest of the story. And now, audience, it's time for a brief intermission if you choose to take one. You may pause the video here or continue immediately on to Act 2. We hope you're enjoying the show.
Welcome back to the Combs house, where we haven't seen the sun in years. With the fact that we got COVID now and the outside's a dangerous place. So we're not going to take our chances and we're going to stay real safe. We're not going to do anything risky. And we're going to wear our masks real good. Yeah.
COVID. That's what everyone talks about. COVID. Why is COVID a thing? That is the question I ask myself every day. We are held captive in our own houses, or at least that's what it feels like. I wanna go somewhere, but everything that's pleasant is cold. When I do go somewhere, like dance, I have to wear a mask. And I'm gasping for air every second. Like this.
Gasp! Gasp!
Gasp! Die. I crumble to the floor, and I feel like I'm being buried alive. This is my enemy, and I want to throw it on the ground and run it over with a truck. I despise it. Goodbye, I need to run a mask over.
Hi. My name is Annalise. And I kinda like masks. Some people may not agree with me, but I think they look cool. And they keep you away from germs, which is really important right now because of Corona. Corona is making a lot of people sick. Thankfully, none of my family members have gotten sick. I really hope none of us get it. I hope Corona will end, or at least die down a little. But for now, we all have to quarantine and try to stay away from people. I kinda like to quarantine, though 'cause for me it's more family time. I really miss going to school in person, but if it saves more lives, then I'll do it. If we go out shopping, we have to wear a mask. And stay 6 feet apart. If we go out to eat, we either pick it up, or if there's dining outside, then we eat there. Oh, we will eat food outside.
Dear younger me. Oh boy, how to start this. I guess first things should go first. Try not to look forward to that huge trip you're about to go on, because here's the thing. It won't happen. A lot of things won't happen this year. The annual fair that you go to every year won't happen. Oh, and get used to wearing masks. The masks are okay, and really, you will get used to it. Promise. Well, I guess I shouldn't promise anything because a lot of those have been broken. A lot of traditions have been broken this year, too. Another thing is, you have to get quarantined for like 2 weeks because you actually caught the virus. Coronavirus. It doesn't hit you hard, don't worry. Well, fiscally. Your mental health will go down. It's weird. It's like I am feeling 2 completely different moods at the same time. Like, half my brain is just dandy, but the other side is just a huge, thick, suffocating storm cloud. I'm sorry. I know that all sounds so horrible, and it kind of is, but I've been talking only about the bad stuff. So let me tell you how much you've grown since the pandemic started. I think all of the feelings that you have gone through have matured you. At least a little bit. The other day, I laughed at a poop joke. But a lot of good things have happened to you, too. You got into that acting thing you've always wanted to be in. You became part of a huge worldwide fan base, and that honestly was one of the best decisions you have ever made. You made some new friends, and a story you have been writing got over 3K views. I know there is no such thing as time travel, but if you were to get this, and if you were to read this, don't try to change things. That always messes things up. And honestly, there really is no need to change anything. Sure, there will be a lot of tough moments, but the moments where you are really, truly happy should be the ones to focus on. Good luck. RWS, 6th grade.
Computers. Computers are everywhere today, ranging from laptops to mobile devices to desktops, and many other electronic devices could be considered a computer. But did you know that there are many other parts to the average computer? Computers are made up of many components, which are sometimes crucial to the performance of it. To not get too ahead of ourselves, we'll make it simple. The basic components of any computer consist of the Central Processing Unit, CPU, Graphics Processing Unit, GPU, the motherboard, Random Access Memory, RAM, but most commonly referred to as just memory. The Power Supply Unit, PSU, and the case. Although this may seem confusing, let us put it more simply. Think of it like this. The CPU could be seen as the brain of the computer that handles most, if not all, processes. Without this, a computer wouldn't start up. The GPU could be seen as the heart. The motherboard, in this case, would be seen as the veins/circulatory system, and the RAM/memory could be seen as the blood. The PSU could be seen as the lungs, and the case would be the skin protecting your body. These all make up a system. Although, with humans constantly evolving, and with this in mind, one must ask, what will the future of computers be? You could certainly assume that computers are likely to become even faster and powerful. For example, with technology advancing day by day, will humans even need certain body systems to properly function? Or will we become partially or mostly robotic? If one who lives in the future were to wish to get a look at past computer technology, one certainly could make a time capsule. Although, this would not ensure the complete survivability of said component put into a time capsule. Computer components are not made to last forever. This wouldn't be rather cost-effective either. Instead, you could leave a note or paper describing how today's current computers work and what generation of technology is currently in use. This certainly would rather interest those who are into computers and such related topics.
So there's a lot of bad stuff in 2020, but let's try and think of some good things.
I get to be on my phone more and text my friends.
I don't. Never mind. Well, is that really good?
Of course it is. I don't have to see them in person and get sick. Best year ever.
Don't say that again. But I don't think that's really good. I like to see my friends in person, and my eyes hurt when I look at a screen for too long.
Hello. If you see them in person, you'll get sick. And you have to wear a mask and stay 6 feet apart. Also, what am I not supposed to say?
OMG, that is a great idea. We could put a mask in the box and a ruler. And on the back of the ruler, we could put social distance. You should never say best year ever in 2020.
Why? It doesn't hurt you. 2020 is the best year ever. See? Doesn't hurt you.
Don't
also, the ruler thing sounds corny.
Don't say the thing about 2020 again, or I'll slap you. Also, it's not corny.
2020 is the best. 2020 is the best. 2020 is the best. You can't slap me. I have to text my friends.
Go ahead. And also tell them why I slapped the screen. It just really bothers me, you know? I mean, 2020 is just a really bad year. I mean, well, yeah, there's Corona and more.
I know. Let's not even talk about the toilet paper shortage. Sheesh, that was a bad time.
Some of my family almost got Corona, you know?
Yeah, but my little brother got it. Don't worry, he recovered. He's fine now.
Well, that's not bad. I need to go to the store. Well, work on it tomorrow after school.
We don't need to wear a mask.
Yeah, you're not the boss of this star.
I am the boss, and I need to ask you to leave, please.
That is so rude.
Oh, yeah, we're leaving.
Ooh, there's the noodles. Ooh, ramen. Yum. Okay. Wait, I have enough bread at home. What was I thinking? To the cash register! What? Mind your own business.
Hi, how may I help you?
You could help me by checking this out.
Okay. That'll be $4.27.
I'll send you the newspapers and the pictures. You have the rest?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's it. So, see you Monday. Bye.
Bye.
Online school. One day I was going to school and my teacher told me and my classmates that we were going to be doing online school. So at the end of the day, I had to take my computer home and I had to get on school, but I didn't know how to get there. So I didn't go to school until I went to 4th grade. The time being of this year, we had to stay indoors so that we don't get the disease, but everything is starting to look sad. But don't give up. Look in the bright of things. There are a lot of tithing we could do indoors, so have hope and never give up. Just keep thinking about people that are same situation as you are as well. And don't think too much and don't get stressed or angry about this. Just stay calm, so never give up being calm.
My advice to people that are having big feelings during this pandemic is to try to stay calm. I like to imagine that I'm in my favorite vacation spot. Imagining that you are far away from reality, this might help. A person might be able to take a couple of deep breaths and count backwards from 10. I will usually close my eyes and count slowly backwards from 10 while taking deep breaths. I will also meditate about when the world was normal and we could play with friends. In closing, my advice is to remember that you are in control of your feelings and to not let things that are out of your control affect your feelings.
It's like the time capsule with everything in it. Or like the seed that when you plant it becomes the enormous tree with leaves and fruit. Everybody was in that little seed, and so everything could open. The tree of dance is like that. It just takes a long, long time to blossom. For virtual learning, I feel like a tree, all calm and joyous. But sometimes I feel like a tree that's losing its leaves. Sometimes I feel like a tree that's growing because it's calming when we're learning. And it's easy to finish work. But sometimes I feel like a tree losing its leaves because I feel bored and stressed. But at the end of the day, finish my work. And then tomorrow comes a day where it all starts over again. But when it's the weekend, I feel more free. I feel like the trees next to me are dancing. I feel like a tree with all its leaves, but sometimes it comes off. I feel like a tree losing its leaves, but sometimes it grows back. Virtual learning isn't the best, but sometimes they can be nice. This is my first poem.
Hey, did you find out what you're going to put in the time capsule for school yet?
No, what do you think I should do?
I don't know.
So what should I put? Oh, I know. I'll put in a letter. I'll just put it in a Google Doc. 'Cause why not? Dear future self. So, 2020 has been a really crazy year. First, WW3 almost happened because of Trump. Then COVID-19 hit us with a bang! And in the middle of all that, just to make it better, Murder Hornet said, "Let's go next." But for a little bit of emotional support, I got a pet. It took a little bit of convincing, but I got a hedgehog. Hey, buddy. Okay, down here now. Now, time for school. Online school is cool, but it's a little challenging. But the thing I like most about it is I get to use a calculator in secret for math. Then the elections happened and Trump got out of office. Yay! It's December now. Who knows what's next? Hey. Oh. Whispers. I hope 2021 is a better year than 2020. And that aliens aren't next. Love, Gabriella.
Sarah was packing for college with her mom. They were looking in her cabinets and they saw a very dirty box.
Sarah, what is that?
I have no clue. Should we look?
Okay, let's look.
Oh my gosh.
What?
It's my time capsule from 2020.
Well, what's in it?
A mask and some hand sanitizer and pictures of my birthday?
Wait.
What?
I thought we didn't have a birthday party for you.
We didn't. Dad saw me outside in my playhouse, having a tea party with my dolls, and he brought me a cupcake.
Oh, now I remember. Then I came outside with your brother and we sang happy birthday to you.
Yeah. That was the best birthday ever.
Daniel, get in here.
Oh my gosh, I remember that birthday.
And they looked at the pictures happily together.
The end.
End.
When are things getting better? Has this really never happened before? Find out next time on whatever this show is.
What I'm looking forward to doing, seeing and hugging the teachers again. If this ever ends, then everyone wins. When things get tough or rough, say, world, let me give you a big buff hug. When are things getting better? Has this really never happened before? Find out next time on whatever this show is. What I'm looking forward to doing is seeing and hugging the teachers again. If this ever ends, then everyone wins. When things get tough or rough, say, world, let me give you a big buff hug. Let me give you a big buff hug. Let me give you a big buff hug. Let me give you a big buff hug.
A letter to myself from myself in March by Ella. Dear future Ella, there is a pandemic! Woo-hoo! That was sarcasm. I am so tired of staying at home. I think I'm actually going insane. I mean, look at me. I'm writing a letter to my future self. That's definitely a sign of insanity. I Googled it. Writing letters to your future self is not a sign of insanity. Whew. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. I hope that when my future self is reading this, the virus has magically disappeared. Now that I think about it, it's not very logical. But still, I am currently enrolled in virtual school until further notice, so that's fun. Also sarcasm. Virtual school is quite physically exhausting for me, but I'm suffering through. Well, that's all I have time for. I hope my future self is doing all right. From Ella.
If I made a time capsule, I will put that I'm 10 years old. The year is 2020. My favorite food is tacos. My favorite color is yellow. My favorite TV show is Riverdale. My favorite thing to do is watch guinea pig YouTube channels and play Roblox. And beg my parents for a guinea pig every day. I would basically make a biography about me so that my future self would know what I was like as a child. And I would include how my family and I protested and all got COVID-19. I would talk about how my family and I went to the protest for the Black Lives Matter movement and for equal rights. and I would talk about Joe Biden winning the presidency. I would say that we all had COVID. I would say that I had a pounding headache, I couldn't breathe, no appetite, and I couldn't smell. My mom was very sick. She had migraines daily and she couldn't smell. My granny got it and she ended up in the hospital. It was a lot of things that had to be done because COVID triggered it, but luckily she got out of the hospital on Thanksgiving Day. Sadly, she came home with an oxygen tank, but the good news, she started to walk better and could take herself to the bathroom. I would talk about how because of COVID, everyone was in virtual learning and how it sucked because I was unable to socialize with my teachers or peers. I would also include my goals. I should be the owner of a guinea pig and a fat cat. I should have or adopt 2 kids and live in New York with my husband. I should be a stay-at-home mom, but only while they're young. I will be going back to work as a veterinarian once they're older. I will be asking my parents to move to New York with me.
The pandemic caused a lot of panic. Shutdown happened and everything closed. Started to wear masks, illness called COVID-19. Unfamiliar words. Quarantine. Pandemic. It was always masks up. 6 feet masks up, not down. 6 feet. We always stayed home and a mass of people were quarantined. The pandemic caused school to be virtual. School supply pickups never met my teacher. Chromebooks instead of desks. Oops. Where's my charger? Unfamiliar words. Distance learning. It was always masks up. 6 feet masks up, not down. 6 feet. We always stayed home and a mass of people were quarantined. The pandemic caused isolation, and I could not hug my friends anymore. Virtual classes and virtual birthday parties. No face to face. Unfamiliar words. Isolated. Social distancing. It was always masks up. 6 feet masks up. Not down. 6 feet. We always stayed home and a mass of people were quarantined. Oh yeah.
The coronavirus came fast. We didn't know how long it'll last. When the schools decided they're gonna shut down, all the students made a big frown.
When virtual class made its move, all the teachers started to groove, but the students did not want to jive. My only task is to stay alive. Oh, greatest hits. We all had to make the best of it. Oh, it got tough really quick. Got tough really quick. Made us sick of staying inside. A lot of people died. It was spreading fast all over the world. Now there's a vaccine and everybody's heard. This year has been a crazy year. The end will now soon be near. People have been through a lot of pain. Hopefully it will get better soon. Until then, just hang on.
My name is Ava, and I am going to talking about my empty school bus. So, it used to be a lot of kids, but now it's empty. Sometime, the boy bus driver was so mean to us and used to yell at us like crazy because they were standing up. Now no one is on the bus. Due to COVID-19. The kids used to throw candy and had the windows down and everything. Now, there's no kids. It's so hard. And everyone misses everything. The end.
One day, there was a boy and a dinosaur, and this boy had seen a dinosaur, and the dinosaur said,
Where am I? What are you wearing on your nose and mouth?
It's called a mask.
Back in my days, we did not have those 180 million years ago.
Yeah, because it was not coronavirus.
What's a coronavirus?
It's where we can't go to school.
School?
Yeah, even school. And we could not go to restaurants, buses.
Well, it does not matter. I can't fit in them anyways.
We had to stay in our house all day, so, well, now do you get it?
Yeah. It's hard times. It's hard times.
How about you put on a mask?
Okay.
There you go. Let's play video games and watch TV till it's over.
But that's gonna not be that long.
Well, we have to do something. You know what? Let's play video games. 1 year later. Why are you still wearing a mask? It's over.
What's over?
The coronavirus.
Yay!
Yay! And they lived happily ever after.
Well, hello there, new friends.
Did a snail just talk to us?
Hey Rose, you good? You've been real quiet.
I can assure you that you are still alive and well.
Felix. My name is Felix.
Goodbye, friends.
I was walking in the woods.
I tripped over a stick.
I ate some dirt.
A snail in my nose.
I saw
Only more snails. I throw the box of snails. They spray across the dirt. The snails are an army.
The snails then charge me. Dear students, where do I begin? I first heard of Rona in January. Dear students, I thought, hey, we're okay. But March came with pretty bad news for a teacher.
School is closed until further notice.
Dear students, my classroom was empty and the virus got worse. Events called off and trips postponed, we couldn't return. But dear students, the worst thing for me was that we had to be so far away. This year has been odd, this year has been great. This year has been everything all on one plate. Writing and laughing and creating with me. I didn't know how fun it could be, never leaving my house from day to day. It wasn't so bad, I must say. Dear students,
230 team ever. In so many ways, you are so clever. We voted for a mouthful of a name. We chose it collectively, cause that's our game. So safe at home when we started this year. We felt a bunch of feelings from joy to fear. We speak 13 languages in our home, but mostly our communications through books of Chrome. It's hard always saying, can hear you, you muted, or sorry again from the meeting you got booted. We read, we write, we analyze, and we always love a little fun surprise. Sometimes we meet in smaller breakout rooms. Some of us are shy, and others bloom. Multiply, divide, subtract, and add. Math's hard sometimes, but that doesn't mean we're bad. Oil in the ground, trees in the forest. These aren't just our resources. To our earth, the animals respect. Our water and living beings, we protect. Black lives matter to all of us, and if people don't listen, then they are sus. We explore our Milwaukee neighborhoods while socially distanced. A choice that's good. Waiting for a vaccine to improve our immunity. Community.
Dear students.
Dear students.
Dear students. We're imperfectly perfect. We're making mistakes. We're leveling up at our own pace. We're imperfectly perfect. We're making mistakes. We're leveling. We're so much better than just our own pace. Dear students, let me say.
Even if things feel far, keep reaching for the stars. Don't be afraid to let yourself soar. Love your teacher.
Oh, toilet paper, where have you gone? I have been looking for you for oh so long. The stores do not have you on the shelf. My mom will start to cry if you do not appear like an elf. Oh, toilet paper, I miss you so, especially when I have to go. My bathroom will not be the same if you are not in the game. Oh, toilet paper, I miss you so. Oh, toilet paper, please come back, because we do not want to lack in supply at my house tonight. There is a limit to how much I can grab of you to put in my cart, so I try to nab of you every piece that I can and be wise, because you are truly a prize, and it would be glory to see you standing by me. Oh, toilet paper, I miss you so, especially when I have to go. My bathroom will not be the same if you are not in the game. Oh, toilet paper, oh, toilet paper, oh, toilet paper, I miss you so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. COVID. Came around in 2019 and shut it down.
You ruined our lives, many didn't survive. You ruined the fun, stay 6 feet apart, it just has begun. Make me wear a mask, how long will it last? Go back to where you came from. I wanna see friends, it's come to an end. I wanna have fun, but when you let me run, you ruin the fun. Stay 6 feet apart, it just has begun. Make me wear a mask, how long will it last? Go back to where you came from. Coronavirus, yeah, it's real. Please, please. Coronavirus, yeah, it's real. You have become my coronavirus, yeah, it's real. Help me let my coronavirus, yeah, it's real. Yeah, said it's real. Yeah, coronavirus, yeah, it's real. Yeah, coronavirus, yeah, it's real. Yeah, said it's real. Please, please, yeah. Came around in 2019 and shut it down. You ruined our lives, many didn't survive. You ruined the fun, stay 6 feet apart, it just has begun. Make me wear a mask, how long will it last? Go back to where you came from. I wanna see friends, it's come to an end. I wanna have fun, but when you let me run, you ruin the fun. Stay 6 feet apart, it just has begun. Make me wear a mask, how long will it last? Go back to where you came from. Coronavirus, yeah, it's real. Please, please. Coronavirus, yeah, it's real. You have become my coronavirus, yeah, it's real. Help me let my coronavirus, yeah, it's real. Yeah, said it's real. Yeah, coronavirus, yeah, it's real. Yeah, coronavirus, yeah, it's real. Yeah, said it's real. Please, please, yeah. COVID came around in 2019 and shut it down. You ruined our lives, many didn't survive. You ruined the fun, stay 6 feet apart, it just has begun. Make me wear a mask, how long will it last? Go back to where you came from. I wanna see friends, it's come to an end. I wanna have fun, but when you let me run, you ruin the fun. Stay 6 feet apart, it just has begun. Make me wear a mask, how long will it last? Go back to where you came from.